Time now for the business day. Residents of Portmore were left stunned after the announcement of the closure of MegaMart in the Sunshine City. Cost Club, which operates the MegaMart chain of stores, says this is part of a strategic consolidation of its retail operations.
Come June 30, MegaMart's Portmore location will close, ending 27 years of operation. This branch is also the first location for the retail giant, which opened in 1999. Chairman Gassan Azan describes the decision as difficult, a sentiment shared by long-standing customers.
Actually, it is more convenient for me right here because I don't live far from MegaMart, so it's gonna, impact me a lot.
Yes, it's going to affect me, because MegaMart employed 200 Portmore people, which I would get if I had a faction with a lot to carry from Greater Portmore to MegaMart here. I no longer going to have them, so I'm going to, if I say, at least a food, I'll get this. You understand? So I'm going to miss it a lot. And I used to do my little shopping over there also. You understand what I mean? So I dearly miss it. You understand what I mean?
According to MegaMart, the move follows an extensive review of the company's operating environment and forms part of efforts to strengthen the business for long-term sustainability and growth. Activities at the Portmore branch will be consolidated at the Waterloo Road and Mandeville locations. The company cited several challenges affecting the retail sector in recent years, including the impact of Hurricane Melissa in October last year that forced the closure of its Montego Bay branch, increased competition, changing consumer spending habits, and the rise in online shopping and direct importation by customers. Nakenski Robinson, TVJ News.
Butterfield Bank is acquiring a 91.7% controlling stake in CIBC Caribbean Bank in a deal valued at approximately $1.79 billion. The transaction will involve about $1.09 billion in cash and roughly $703 million in Butterfield shares. Butterfield is a full-service bank and wealth manager headquartered in Hamilton, Bermuda. The combined entity is expected to become the largest independent bank serving island economies in the region, with expanded operations across Bermuda and the English-speaking Caribbean. The combined banking group says the transaction will improve its ability to process cross-border payments and support continued investment in technology, digital banking, and cybersecurity. Following completion of the acquisition, Butterfield says it intends to buy out the remaining minority shares in CIBC Caribbean, creating a regional banking and wealth management group with approximately $29 billion in assets. The JSE index advanced by 1,435 points to close at 340,627 points, while the junior market index advanced by 8 points to close at 3,100 points. The advancers included Elite Diagnostic, Lumber Depot, Kingston Properties, Caribbean Producers, and Sterling Investments. The losers were led by First Rock Real Estate Investments, A.S. Bradden & Sons holding 6% preference shares, Paramount Trading, First Rock Real Estate Investments, U.S. dollar shares, Innovative Energy Group, 14 stocks traded firm. And at the end of foreign exchange trading, banks and cambios were selling the U.S. dollar for an average $158.28. The Canadian dollar is being sold for $115.09. The pound is going for $212.13, while the euro is selling for an average $188.48. And that's the business day. News from overseas is next.